I'm Renaissance Austin, and this is Beyond the Artful Living. Welcome to Beyond Artful Living. I am your host, Renaissance Austin, and today we are going to troubleshoot a project that was sent to me by my wonderful friend, Andy Anderson, Miss Cheryl, on Facebook, because she is trying to make a ruffle scarf, but it's not ruffling, it's still coming out straight. So I'm going to help her with her project so that when she's done with her scarf, she will have a beautiful ruffle. Now the pattern calls for 243 chains, but for time purposes, I have 50 chains right here. So let's get started. After you've chained 243 chains, the pattern calls for you to do a double crochet in the third chain from hook. So we're going to do a double crochet, and when you count backwards from the third chain, you count 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do a double crochet. Now here's just a little note. Usually when a pattern calls for you to do a double crochet after you've completed your first chain, usually the double crochet is done in the fourth chain from hook. But the reason why they're asking you to do it in the third chain from hook is because you're basically doubling that stitch. And you're going to continue to double the stitch all the way across the chain. So instead of putting one double crochet, you're going to put 2 in each chain space. And I'm going to put another one in the same chain space. Now you will have something that looks like this. 2 double crochets in each chain space. As you can see, the scarf is already beginning to ruffle. So just continue on until you reach the end of your row. So now that we've made it to the end of our row, I'm going to pretend that this is the end of our row. It's asking you to turn, and for row 2, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it's asking you to do a double crochet in the very first double crochet of the previous row, which is this one here. Now normally when you're just going back and forth and you're doing a row, you usually skip this one because of the fact that this counts as one double crochet, and you usually go here. That's to keep your work straight up and down. But because we're ruffling and because we're increasing, we're going to put a double crochet here, which gives us 2 in 1. Then we're going to put a double crochet in the next one, and another one, and again 2 in 1. So continue on to your row until you've reached the end. We are just about to the end of the second row. in my last double crochet, I'm gonna put 1, 2. Then it asks us to put 2 double crochet in that chain space at the beginning. So we're gonna put 1, and 2. And you have just completed row 2 of your scarf. Row 3 is going to be the exact same thing. You're going to turn, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to put your double crochet in that very first double crochet. And then you're going to continue down your row and put 2 double crochet in each one. Now we are just about to the end of the 3rd row. I'm going to put 2 double crochets in my last double crochet. And again, the pattern calls us to put 2 double crochets in our chain 3 space. So remember, you never want to leave that out because that counts as 1. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to put a double crochet. That's 1. And then another one. And that's 2. And from this point, we're going to cut and make sure you leave enough. Make sure you leave enough to work with so that when you put your darning needle, lace it through and you will be able to finish off your end. And this is what your completed scarf will look like.